What is going on, my lovely Capricorns, and welcome to your December 2018 Tarot and Astrology Reading. Thank you guys so much for your support, as always. Make sure to comment down below and let me know how you guys are feeling right now. Yeah, so let's get into it. You guys got a lot going on in your sign. Now Jupiter is moving into your sign. And kind of like I said in the December 2018 predictions video for all signs for you guys, Jupiter has been in Sagittarius right behind you. So it's been giving you these like little blessings in disguise. It's been giving you like all this possibly like otherworldly wisdom, different healing methods and modalities, like expanding your spiritual awareness, expanding your spirituality. Tower. So, strength in the world. Okay, so you guys are coming to a major completion, Capricorn. You guys are almost there. There's a completion here. There's something that I kind of feel like this was some kind of test that you guys finally have made it through. We'll talk about it a little bit more in a second. But basically, now with Jupiter in your sign, now that you have gotten all these like blessings in disguise, blessings in secret, like just little weird coincidences that you probably couldn't explain that happen behind the scenes, like those kind of things are Jupiter and Sagittarius. But also, Saturn and Pluto have been in your first house, okay? And we know this has been rough, honey. You guys have went through the ringer, especially the last couple years since Saturn's been in there. Pluto's been in your sign since 2008. So there's that. We have the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles coming out. Okay. We're going to talk about it in a second. Pluto's been in your sign since 2008. Saturn moved in there, I think, 2017. So you've been really just, especially the last few years, I would say, things have been crumbling, things have been falling. And now with Jupiter moving into your sign, you get a chance to finally rebuild a more stable, a more structure, a more solid foundation. You get the chance to be able to influence, to be able to tame something greater, something better. And I know, a lot of people out there are like, oh my God, all this Capricorn energy and buckle up and no one's safe and hide your kids, hide your wife kind of thing. You know what I mean? And yes, this is happening in your sign, so it's definitely going to be affecting you guys possibly more than anybody else. But I really think that Jupiter moving in here is a good thing. It's going to help you understand what you've been going through the last few years. It's going to help you understand how to get through what you've been going through. It's going to help you expand in the areas that were limited before. It's going to help you expand in the areas that felt restricted before. It's giving you that divine wisdom that you learned with Jupiter and Sagittarius. If you want to know what you learned with Jupiter and Sagittarius, think about the last year. What have you learned that's been about meaning, about purpose? What have you learned that's been about a higher understanding, a higher outlook, philosophy, spirituality, religion, those kinds of things? What have you learned in those areas of life? Where has Jupiter expanded your mind, your thinking in those areas of life? Where has Jupiter showed you, the 12th house is also about healing. It's also about karmic debts. Where has that happened in those areas of your life, Capricorn? And so with Jupiter now in your sign, everything is going to kind of start being tied up. 2020, after 2020, Saturn and Jupiter will get out of your sign. And so going into 2020, this is really going to, help you tie up any loose ends that are time to be tied up. You know what I mean? Like the time for them to be tied up has came, and this is going to help you do that. So Saturn has been in your sign with Pluto, wreaking havoc, forcing you, limiting you, and forcing you to it's been like a hard energy. I can imagine what this energy must have been feeling like for you guys the last few years. There's this obsession to want to control things, but then there's this also like this limitation of Saturn, this restriction of Saturn, like, no, wait, or oh shit, there's another brick wall. And so it's just been this constant cycle of like wanting to control with Pluto, wanting to, you know, get things done with Saturn, but then also this restriction, this limitation that you guys have been dealing with Saturn, you know. And yes, Saturn is your ruler, but that still doesn't mean that it's going to feel comfortable when it's going through, transiting through your sign, you know what I mean? So you guys, I'm pretty sure as a Capricorn or someone with a lot of Capricorn energy has faced some pretty big losses over the last couple years, okay? Whether it be a career, a house, a marriage, a relationship, whatever. You guys have faced your losses. It's been unexpected, but with strength and the world here, you guys have gotten through it. You guys are completing a major cycle. That is what these first 3 cards tell me here with the Tower, strength, and the world. You guys are completing a major cycle here. You guys are completing like the destruction. Like the Tower frees us from the devil, right? Because the Tower comes after the devil card. And so it frees us from those bad habits, which could also have been Jupiter in your 12th house as well. Those bad habits that just didn't work out for us, that weren't working out for us anymore. Whether that was a relationship, a marriage, a job, whatever, just those habits that we could not break on our own. And so the influence of the universe has helped you with that. Right? Sorry about that, Capricorn. And that is what I see here. This is the influence of the universe helping you complete a cycle. So yeah, some of you may still be cleaning up after the destruction. Some of you may have just went through another big change recently. And you may not be able to see very clearly the blessings that it has given you. But as we get towards the middle of the month, you start seeing everything completely differently. You start seeing the options that are right in front of your face that you couldn't see before. And then you start feeling like, wow, look at what I've accomplished. Look at all of the things that I've accomplished in the last 2 years. Even if right now you're like, Tawny, like I haven't accomplished shit. What are you talking about? Like all I've done is lost shit. It's just been destruction after destruction after destruction or whatever. In the middle of this month, you will see how what appeared to be destruction at the time ended up being a huge blessing for you and ended up being a huge achievement for you. That is what I see so far in these first 6 cards here. You are walking out of a major completion, a major cycle that was very confusing to you before. It didn't make sense before. You couldn't see it fully before. And then you walk in and you're like, okay, I can see where I'm headed now. I can see that, you know, I have the world at my grasp. I have the world at my fingertips. And then we move into the 4 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. And you start realizing that you may still be investing some of your time or energy, finances, whatever, into something that you've waited a long time for that's just not happening. And at that point, you realize it's time to walk away. And this is probably going to happen either during the Gemini full moon, but I put my money on the Capricorn new moon solar eclipse at the end of the month on the 26th, which we're going to talk about as well, because that's a very big deal for you guys. You're no longer putting your time and energy towards things that you know you are worth more than, if that makes sense. So what I see here is you've been putting your time and energy towards something. And like I said before, it's like you've been working really hard. You've been trying to, like Saturn in your sign has got you working so hard. But where's the payoff? Where's the payoff? That's kind of what I see here. And with the 8 of Cups ending your reading, ending, you know, your tarot reading here, and the 2 of Wands beginning this last like part of the month, this tells me that you finally make a choice to go get something greater, so something that's going to actually be worth their time. Okay, I think that Capricorn new moon solar eclipse for you guys is really going to highlight that what you've accomplished, and what you still have left to be able to accomplish. I think it's going to be a very empowering month for you guys, honestly. So let's talk a little bit more about the astrology. Saturn's been a very heavy and karmic transit for you. It's been hard, dense, and for the last 2 years, it's been, breaking structures and foundations that you had in place that weren't stable enough, like I said kind of before. It's been making you harder, it's been molding you, it's been working you, but you've been wondering, where's the payoff? I literally wrote this down. Is it worth it? Saturn can make us work so hard and feel so limited, delayed, blocked, and restricted. But now that Jupiter is in your sign, like I said before, it was in your 12th house, meaning many of your blessings weren't consciously seen, basically. So Jupiter is going to help you finish out this tough transit. It's going to help you see the blessings. It's going to help you understand. It's going to put meaning behind the things that you've been doing and behind the things that you move forward doing. So you're not just working for no reason anymore. You're not just hardening for no reason anymore. With the North Node in Cancer, that's been teaching you to become softer. And many of you may have not liked it. Like, I'm already freaking pissed that I'm working so hard and not seeing any payoff. And now I got to cry about it. Like, what's that shit, So anyways, Mercury is going to be in Sagittarius this month. So this could be some private conversations, exploring your subconscious mind, messages from dreams, other realms, etc. And with the full moon in Gemini, around the 12th, this is going to bring up your work, health, daily task, your daily routines, your daily errands, your workplace, your work environment, your bad habits, and getting rid of anything that's left, any toxic or poisonous habits that you have left. It's like time to finally clear those out once and for all, especially to do with environments that you may be in or certain situations that you may be in. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, you're really going through this transformation. And like I said in the December 2019 predictions for you guys, I think it's really, really important this month that if you can, try to maybe get away a little bit. Try to maybe just take a retreat, take a vacation, and just get far away. That's the perfect time to do it with this month before this new moon solar eclipse, because that is going to start things off with a bang. And I feel like a lot of you guys are prepared for it. The universe has already been kind of preparing you for it. So when this solar eclipse happens, it's going to be a huge revolutionary realization for you, like a huge slap in the face kind of realization where you're like, oh, I get it now. And I really feel like things are going to start making sense to you, Capricorn. I feel like things are going to start, the meaning, the purpose behind things is really going to start coming to the surface for you. And I think this is going to be some kind of surprising new beginning, or you being recognized for something. And I kind of see that here as well. You definitely could be recognized for something. It could be a gift, just something unexpected that's to do with you, to do with what you maybe didn't see before, but you see now, And if you're a Capricorn sun or moon, make sure you're watching your other signs as well so you can get the full picture of what's going on. But that is what I basically see here for you, Capricorn. It's this huge universal change and all this tough stuff that we've been talking about the whole year with Saturn and Pluto in your sign. It's all kind of, not that it's still in your sign, okay, in 2020. Saturn moves into Aquarius for a little bit, but then comes back to check on you to make sure that you are incorporating everything that it taught you, right? And so it's still hard work, but the hard work starts paying off a little bit more, okay? It's still, hardening up, finding that balance between hardening up and letting yourself feel things, but also becoming grateful for what you do have, getting back to the basics, back to the things that mean the most to you. So let me know down below if this ends up resonating with you and what you guys thought of this reading. I really think it's a great reading, so definitely let me know down below, Capricorn. I am so grateful for your support as always. If you would like to see what 2020 is going to play out for your sign and how it is going to play out, definitely check out my Patreon. All $5 and up members are going to have be able to access a series of webinars that I'm doing for 2020 for each sign. And so basically, if you want to access those to see how your 2020 is going to go, they haven't been done yet. They're going to be being done the whole month of oh my God, what is going on here? They're going to be done the whole month of December, okay? So I'm going to be doing them throughout the month of December. So if you guys would like to see those, to see more how 2020 is going to play out for your sign and how each big event is going to affect you, and you will still have access to them even after they're done, okay? So then definitely sign up for Patreon. And yeah, if you would like to join our Soul Tribe, which is also over on Patreon, it is the Soul Tribe membership. It's a monthly membership. You can cancel at any time. But the Soul Tribe membership, the specific membership for Soul Tribe, includes my Soulology course for spiritual alignment and transformation. And in December, we are going to be learning all about your purpose, how to find your purpose, and going over a lot of different other things as well. So if you're interested in that, please don't hesitate to sign up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Happy December, happy holidays, and I will see you guys in my other videos.